Hey guys, yep, doing a vlog. It's been a while. Well, this is not gonna be the most positive of vlogs. In fact, this will be more of a rant. I will admit it. I will admit when I do rants instead of vlogs, there is a difference. And it's just it's getting old right now with people constantly badgering about the Wii U, and I just recently Rayman Legends just became multi-platform, which isn't a good business decision for Ubisoft. Um, I don't know why they did that, but it's just why. I mean, frankly, third-party exclusives. I thought that was kind of weird because I thought that something like that's never gonna happen again. I was surprised. It really was. Because I was thinking, is Rayman Legends really a Wii U exclusive? Because it didn't really specify that very well. And I did some research and it was. And it's just it's kind of unfair. I mean, to be perfectly blunt about it, I'm just being absolutely straightforward about this. It's just unfair. You know, it's like the Wii being not in HD, not powerful enough, not having HD graphics. There's a difference that people don't get. It means a lot of third-party content wasn't on the Wii. And I think Nintendo deserves to have a third-party exclusive once in a while. A lot of the three third-party games I see for PS3 and 360, and now it's an average everyday thing. Like it's just so, it just makes no sense. Why is this common sense now that it'll end up on the PS3 and 360? Like honestly, I think the Wii U deserves to have some exclusive at this point. At least until PS4 and 720 come out. I think it's only fair. But apparently not. I mean, I was shocked. I was really surprised. Because of this, they set date back to September for a game they finished, just because they got to port it over to the other two. I mean, honestly, what I think what happened was the other two companies were complaining that they didn't get it. Well, not the companies, the fans. I can't blame the companies. I think the fans were complaining that they're not getting it because Rayman Origins was a multi-platform game. But you know what? It's really unfair. I mean, we don't get a lot of exclusives, Nintendo, when it comes to third-party games. Sonic Colors was going to be remade into an HD game. They wanted to make an HD version after the Wii version, and I'm glad they didn't because Nintendo deserves it. Um, I'm just saying. And it's not just about Rayman Legends. A lot of things come up. People, the Wii U is a new console. I will give this to you. I will say this though. It was a kind of dumb to make such a big launch window to excite people because launch window is very suggestive. Does it mean a month, or 2 months? I always said it meant like 4 months, but everyone's saying all these games are being pushed back because of it, and it's just you gotta be careful with these things. That was a mistake, and it really got people overhyped for that reason because it's not about the hardware. The things we've been learning more and more and more and more was it's not about the hardware, it's about the games, and it's something that's being more and more obvious even though it wasn't in the past. It's not about the hardware, and it's just it's getting old. It's like yeah, there's not a lot of games coming out because they keep being pushed back. I get that. And I get it when people say, I don't want to buy a Wii U yet. I don't have the money, or I'm waiting for a game to come out. Fine. Perfectly fair. But it's like, must you really, if you don't want to buy a Wii U, that's not a big deal. People have come up to me, they say, I'm not really interested in buying it. I'm like, alright, that's fine, whatever, I don't care. You're not saying it's underpowered and not a next-gen console. Yes, the other two, I think, will be more powerful than the Wii U. Who cares? Like really, with the 3DS, the Vita, early 360. That's right. Remember, the Xbox 360 did not do well in sales when it came out. The Wii, the Wii, um, with so many consoles, it's like, of course, in the beginning, it's not going to do well, but you gotta get games for it. You gotta get going. You gotta make some decisions, like the price cut on the 3DS. Which reminds me, why are people complaining about the Wii U price? Like I said, this is gonna be a rant. I admit it. I'm just gonna say it. And I just want to get this off my chest. I do. I just want to get this off my chest. I said this from the beginning. Why are people complaining about the price? $300. Well, I'm like, PS3. I will say this to death. The PS3 at the lowest memory expansion was $500. Nobody said a word, and they bought it without question. Really, I know of many, many people who bought PS3 in the launch window. Many, many people. And when the Nintendo Wii U comes out, it's just I'm starting to think people just want to bag on the Wii U on Nintendo just to bag on Nintendo. I don't know. I mean, like I think it's also immature when Nintendo fans do the same thing to others. It's not fair. Like no person should heckle on others. I know PlayStation loyalists. I know Microsoft loyalists. I'm good. I have no problems with them. We never fight. We just say, yeah, whatever. I dig what you got going on. You dig what I got going on. That's fine. Whatever. That's how it used to be. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But what are you gonna do? It's just. I'm just gonna explain this again, like I've explained thousands of times. The basic set, the 8 GB Wii U, is $300. The Wii was 250. Another $50 was added. Just $50. But that's a lot of money. No, it comes with the gamepad. It comes with an HDMI cable. Do you know how much an HDMI cable is? Especially the one size they gave you. And it's only $50 more. And then over you have 14 no, wait, I'm sorry, 24 more gigabytes in the deluxe set with a free, well, technically it's kind of not free, but with Nintendo Land and accessories. With all that, and it's only another $50 over, only $100 than the launch Wii U, the launch Wii price. It's just ridiculous how people say it's too expensive. But it's perfectly fair when PlayStation does this. I have nothing against PlayStation. I'm going to say that right now. I have a PlayStation. I want a PlayStation 2. Maybe one day in the future I'll get a PlayStation 3. I don't know. But I'm just saying. I have full respect for Sony and PlayStation and Microsoft and Xbox. It's just not fair how they get the special treatment. It's like Nintendo, every move now, it has to be heckled. And people saying, this is the end for Nintendo. People have been saying that since the GameCube. Before that, there was a point in the... There was so many points in Nintendo's history where they were going down. Even in the beginning, they couldn't even hold an office in the beginning. There always been the little game company that could. That's what I always called them. I just wanted to share this. I just want to get this off my chest. It's been something that's been really like um getting in my mind. I wanted to write an article about it on Nintendo Chronicle, uh, but it's a Nintendo website that I write articles for. And but in case you didn't know, but I don't think maybe I will in the future. I probably most definitely will in the future about this subject, but go a little more detail than what I am because this is rant. This is a rant. You're not gonna put much of an argument into it, but I don't know. I just felt like a video was more precise. I don't want. I'm sorry if I came off a little jerky. I don't mean to sound like that. I don't want to sound like that guy. And I know people are gonna go, "You're a fanboy." It's not true. Nintendo has faults. The launch window was a stupid thing to call such a big one on because games will be delayed. It was the and there's some things about the Wii U that annoys me. I hate the YouTube app. Loading times can be a little long, which can be a little tedious. I mean, thankfully it's not in the games. It's when you like load up a game when you put a game in, you select it. It's when you turn on an app and sometimes it's when you turn on the console and you put in your password for the Nintendo Network. I mean, it's mostly maybe it can be a nitpick, but I don't like that. They did some terrible things with the Miiverse. Um, Honestly, I was one of those weird ones that support 12 and under not blocking friend requests. I think that's a good idea. It'll protect those kids, like really, to be honest. but I don't like what they did for people who can send requests. It's pretty much an easier form of friend codes. You send them a request, and then they have to send you a request. It was so easy. I just sent them a request, and they can say yes or no. I don't know why Nintendo had it right. I don't know why they screwed it up again. I hated friend codes. I understand friend codes for the 3DS 'cause it's a handheld, but the console, like, they had it and they lost it. And Nintendo's made bad decisions. They made some poor decisions with the GameCube, which is why people perceive it to be such a bad console. And it's just how it is. It's just when you're a business, you're gonna make poor decisions. I mean, honestly, Ubisoft's making a poor decision here with Rayman Legends. They're putting money into ports, and then they're gonna cut out games from. I understand the Wii U's gonna be. They still say the Wii U's gonna be the most unique one, but I just think it's kind of unfair when Nintendo finally gets something, and then the other two big guys have to get a piece of the leftovers that they ate in the first place. It's like they just have to eat them. They always eat and let Nintendo starve in the bottom starve under the table when it comes to third-party games. And when Nintendo finally gets a piece of the pie, they just gotta eat. They just gotta take their fair share, if for a lack of a better term. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm gonna repeat this because I don't want to hear people say this. I have full respect for Sony and PlayStation and Microsoft and Xbox. It's just not my thing. I am more of a Nintendo person. That's just me. I mean, a lot of people made the switch from Nintendo, Microsoft to Xbox or PlayStation. That's cool. I'm cool with that. I have no problem with it. I understand fully why people buy an Xbox or a PlayStation, and I respect that. It's just I feel like Nintendo fans don't get that respect, and Nintendo fans do the same thing, which annoys me. I can't stand it when Nintendo fan calls out on the Sony drones and the I don't know what they call the Xbox people. um, and I always hated the term fanboy. I've always hated that term, to be honest. But what are you gonna do? Well, that's just me emptying my dirty laundry, as John Tron would put it. Um, yeah, I'll see you guys later, and yeah, you know.